And welcome back to Let's Play Case 2 of Dual Destinies! Now we're on Investigation Day 2! Finally! Gosh, no, that's probably gonna take 4 parts too. But anyway, we got to, make sure we gotta prove both Tenmas are innocent.
Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least.
I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-faced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon?
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackquill is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit.
Wait, what about the investigation?
Back! Eek! What? Whoa, Trucy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep, I really nailed this new trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick.
I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape.
And whoever did that was the Tenma Taro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw.
Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct.
A real fight starts now! Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da!
Into the magic panties. I wonder where all that stuff goes.
Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime! Vamonos, Apollo, vamonos! Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial.
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover.
I sort of feel bad for him, but we have to work. We have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need.
The air duct is the key. We know Tenma Taro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door. After locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created.
If the killer passed through the air duct, then maybe we'll find some evidence there.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting!
How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. Ugh. There's a thick layer of dust in here. I don't get it.
Find anything? Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust!
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So, what'd you find?
You know how dust collects on something when somebody uses it for a long time? Someone hasn't used it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through the duct lately?
Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tenma is going to be fingered as the killer.
But...
If we don't turn things around quickly... In justice we trust!
Ah!
Ha ha ha! Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Ah.
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
Ugh. And I'm back to my old devastated self. Oh, come on! Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man! Bring it on! Let me suffer in peace. Ha ha ha! Justice prevails once more!
It's not over yet! And besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do!
Ah! Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here.
Information? About the investigation? Alright, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop so low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all cost.
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad. Yes, well... I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write dotard 1,000 times. That whole yokai... Pfft, wow, I'm losing full power already. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right! I'd like to see him prove it!
Whoa, calm down! He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside Kyubi Manor. Wait, that isn't the staff Tenma Taro is supposedly carrying, is it? The one and only! Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done. No way! Well, what about Prince? Nope, no Prince, but if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway. Well, Prince or no Prince, it's not going to work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case... Then where in the mansion did Temna Taro get it from? Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetales? He did indeed! He's a sharp one, alright! He figured it out while investigating the Munificent merger and the victim's past. The Amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The Amazing Ninetale fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales?
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client?
Oh, yeah.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of the figure four legs lock. Of a figure four leg lock. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know? Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something. He did? What did he say? He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I am under no obligations to speak with you mortals." And other things of that nature. I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered. Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha ha!
What now, Apollo?
How about regrouping back at the agency?
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there.
Alright, let's go do that. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what are you guys? What's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time it's like we're bound and gagged, too.
Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Oh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Hey, Athena. Oh, and Athena's here, too.
Mr. Wright!
Oh, oops! I forgot to take off his thing! I've been streaming the DLC case, and I've been keeping him in that costume, so I kind of forgot to take that off. Oops! Sorry! How goes investigation, Apollo, Athena?
I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before.
Really? What happened? I'm so sorry, I forgot to do that. Won't be there for the next video of this part. Your attorney's badge, huh? I used to show mine to everyone, too. Why? You know, I never really thought about it. But I could ask you the same question. Me? Well, I guess you could say I show it because there's someone to show it to. Or something like that. Well, when you say it like that, it sounds kind of, I don't know, philosophical? I guess it does. Or does it? I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know. I've never had to defend a yokai before. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped the Forbidden Chamber. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
How are we going to get out of this one?
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Force a smile?
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Yeah, when I was there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did. But an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer and all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. And I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions.
Aw, it's nothing special.
Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology of hers.
It's just, I thought that if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I finally started hitting the books hard.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal. Like, she's trying to help somebody. She knows. She knows. Excuse me.
Alright, I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright? Yes? I'm gonna go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center. Remind me to change his costume before the next time I record this.
Mayor Tenma, we want to talk to you about something. Ka-ha! Eek!
Ha! So, my minions have returned!
Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai!
I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again.
Silence, peddler of the legal trade! Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste!
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom.
Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed. You know what I mean?
If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now ask if what you will!
I suppose it's worth a shot. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed! The remnants of Tenma Taro, king of the underworld they be! The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand! Ka-ka-ka-ha!
The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once!
Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Well now.
Damien appears to still reside within this body. But I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine! Be silent now, Damien!
I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman Kyubi, did you?
I have killed no one! The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I! For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him!
And other stuff. Yikes! So you're saying there must have been somebody else there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clothed with the statue. I better ask about this too. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed, I have! I regurgitated this key but a short while ago. Behold, the key to the Forbidden Chamber!
Whoa! Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks! Take the key from the killer, did Damien... Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprints shall you find upon that key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal! You would have me, Temna Taro, act as some asinine alchemist? But I asked the jailer, and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Ka-ha-ha-ha!
always an honor to serve, Your Malevolence.
I guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Curse that infernal door! But if I had known its manner of opening long ago, would I have made my return?
He has a point there.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. Let's present the statue.
What, might I ask, is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Demian knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Kyubi, it would seem. He, however, had not a chance to see it until now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck.
Of that Damien does not know.
A secret gift? Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it? Everything Jinxie knows about! I should question about the blackmail letter, too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien! Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Caw, caw, caw! You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal.
Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few were they knew.
What? What is this?
Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
That sentence is really weird. I think something's written weird here. So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the alderman's pocket.
Ah! Could it have been his doing?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Taro, did you just remember something?
Indeed, I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florent Labelle. Full knowledge of that briefcase contents did that aide possess.
Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
That is
Wow, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today, I can't read.
That is preposterous!
Oh, he's back to Damien now. He is a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
It seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket. Look out, Flora and LeBlanc. Here comes justice.
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over for the coals.
Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead.
There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the Forbidden Chamber?
We should probably search it for clues.
Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Let's just talk to Jinxie about everything. I believe she's in the yokai lane. Hey, isn't that...
Grr. You dare imprison me? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no-good nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine and... Grr. Grr. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you.
Jinxie, are you alright?
Eek!
Ah!
Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie.
Morning? Isn't it already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no! It must have been the Wow. Makurageishi.
Makurageishi?
Ever wake after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's that yokai's fault. The Makurageishi preys on people while they're asleep.
Sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe a snug sleeping bag.
Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me.
I say we had more than adequate demonstration of that just now.
I better reapply them.
Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
Ah, there was something I wanted to tell you too. I remember something else.
You did? What was it? Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
Wait, what? Are you sure?
Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it?
This could spell major trouble, Apollo.
Why?
Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebuttaling that!
Oh man, this is no good. This is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
A secret mechanism? Really?
Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman Kyubi knew what it was and how it worked.
The Alderman of Ninetails Vale sure... Good job for the typo there. Sure loved his secrets.
Apollo! Let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism.
I should start making a counter for how many typos there are. Whoa, slow down! There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the Manor's master key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that must never be opened.
I guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so...
So the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain!
Oops.
Alderman Kyubi made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale and Tenma Town.
A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. This statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it?
Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Tenma on the head.
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the Alderman and I. Now it's just me, but its symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind.
So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No, that's about it.
My bracelet, it's reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be... In justice we trust!
Yikes! Eek! A ghost!
Ah! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
Are you here to ask about the whole yokai affair? That's right! Specifically, we wanted to ask... Ah, but I can't tell you that now, can I? Ha 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 ha!
Oh, come on, please! We're partners in justice, right?
No, no! Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies! In justice we trust! The Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash.
So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll, then?
Now come along, Miss Tenma! To the station with you!
He took her away.
Missed my chance to see what she was lying about.
Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out!
I just hope they let us in now. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here because we're at the 30-minute mark. So I will see you guys in part 2 of these. And welcome back to Let's Play Case 2 of Dual Destinies. Now we're on Investigation Day 2. Finally. Gosh, no, that's probably gonna take 4 parts too. But anyway, we got to make sure we gotta prove both Tenmas are innocent.
Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least.
I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-faced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon?
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit.
Wait, what about the investigation?
Back! Eek! Whoa! Trucy, welcome back! Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work?
Ugh! There's a thick layer of dust in here. I don't get it.
Find anything? Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust!
Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So, what'd you find?
You know how dust collects on something when somebody uses it for a long time? Someone hasn't used it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... No one's gone through the duct lately?
Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tenma is going to be fingered as the...
Yep, I really nailed this new trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick.
I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape.
And whoever did that was the Tenma Taro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw.
Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct.
A real fight starts now! Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da!
Into the magic panties. I wonder where all that stuff goes.
Okay, let's get over—
Locking the door from the outside. The killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created.
If the killer passed through the air duct, then maybe we'll find some evidence there.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting!
How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing.
Over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo, vamonos! Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial.
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover.
I sort of feel bad for him, but we have to work. We have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need.
The air duct is the key. We know Tenma Taro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door. After